So a rectangular box with these dimensions, the greatest possible straight line in inches between any 2 points in the box will be an internal diagonal from this back corner D inside the box to that front corner C. So what's happening, we'll pretend that this is the bottom of the box, sort of, at an angle. And so here's D, here's C, this is 4. And the triangle that we're drawing is, come on, no, I want this, is that it has as its base the diagonal of the bottom of the box, and then the hypotenuse of the triangle is the internal diagonal that I drew in red above. I probably should have kept the colors consistent, but sorry about that. Okay, so we can't figure out the diagonal of it yet. We first have to figure out the diagonal of the bottom of the box, and the box is 15 by 10. We can use the Pythagorean theorem to find that hypotenuse because it's a right triangle. Okay, so that means that 10 squared plus 15 squared is going to equal c squared, our hypotenuse. That's 100 plus 225 equals c squared. C squared is going to equal 325. C equals the square root of 325. We don't want to go unpacking that yet because we're going to need to apply the Pythagorean theorem again to this thing that we just figured out down here. That's this. Because that's going to be then one of the sides of an even bigger triangle. So we know that the new triangle is going to be 4 squared, that's the distance from D to C, plus that base that we just figured out of the triangle, which is the square root of 325, yuck, squared. And that in turn equals, we'll call it x, I guess. That equals the hypotenuse of our real diagonal, the thing we're after, that's x squared. So 16 plus 325 equals x squared. So x squared equals 341, and x equals the square root of 341, which is even worse. But we can use the answer choices to do some kind of guessing here. We know that 20 squared equals 400, and we know that the square root of 225, we actually already had that equals 15. And so, you know, it actually has to be the one that's between these two. Square root of 3, we didn't have to figure that out. Square root of 341 is between the square root of 400 and the square root of 225. Answer choice C without actually doing any square rooting.